Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Toe the Line. This is John. I know I'm off screen right now, but I'm working on some things to get this videos up in better process. So you'll just have to work with me, but I wanted to get this video out tonight. Guys, this is a video of an accident that was investigated around Whataburger on, you can see up here on the camera screen, 1/19/2025 at about 17:51 hours. The gentleman that has reached out to me, wanted some help, wanted some exposure with this, believes that he was done wrong, believed that he was found. He was actually given a citation for this. And I don't understand how he was given a citation after 21 years of investigating accidents. I don't understand. But we're going to go over some things in the video tonight. We're going to go over how lack of investigation it is. We're going to go over, what I believed that this officer might have missed. And I honestly do believe that the citation went to the wrong individual. But again, it's a he said on this. I'm going to point out some discrepancies on what I believe were done by the officer. The officer, this is Officer Darian Farmer with the Jacksonville Police Department. Young officer, by all accounts, he's a pretty good officer from my understanding. I know he's, wanted to be a police officer for a while, but still, I think this is a lack of experience and a lack of knowledge and a lack of training. And I'm going to go ahead and say it, that it's probably a lack of supervision that you'll see later on in the video that I'll point out. Throughout the video, I'm going to stop and go over some things and point out my point of view on some issues. But other than that, without further ado, this is Officer Darian Farmer exiting his patrol car. They are parked at the First Arkansas Bank and Trust at Loop and North First. All right, so let's start rolling.
So, Officer Farmer. Perfect. Already ready for me. I'll trade you.
All right.
I'll give you this.
All right.
And a pen.
Thank you.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, he hit us.
Okay.
That's it. We pulled out of Whataburger, got into the turn lane, merged into the lane next to it.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
Now, if he wants to add anything different.
Okay. All right, if you want to have a seat in your car and fill that out, I'll be back with you, okay?
Yeah.
I'll have you come over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
You have your license and insurance and registration and all that?
There's my insurance and registration.
Perfect. Can you tell me what happened?
Basically the same thing what he said. I looked in my rearview mirror. I was in the slow lane, the far right. I was going to merge into the center lane or the left lane, whatever. Not the center turning lane, but I didn't see anybody in that lane, and we must have basically came into the same lane at the same time.
Okay. I gotcha. So you were trying to get...
I was turning into the left lane. He was coming into that left lane from the center lane, and we both just touched each other.
I gotcha. Okay.
Like I said, I looked in my rearview mirror. I didn't see anybody in that lane, but like I said, I didn't look at the center lane either.
I gotcha. Okay. Can I have you start filling this out for me?
Yep.
And I'll give you this. Anything you can't fill out because I have your paperwork, just leave blank for a minute, okay?
Sure.
I'll give you your paperwork here in just a second.
Yep.
Are you injured? You were the only one in the car?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm a puppy.
I gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Hey, is anybody injured?
No.
Okay, and you guys were the only two in the car?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Give me just a second, okay?
Yeah.
Really? What's wrong with my... What's wrong here? There we go. I know it's cold. We gotta work today. Christian bread. And we have too cold to be on a scooter. $3.39, 20 times 2.
There, by one. $3.39, Georgia 20.
Boy, Adam, Sam, 1-1, boy, break for second.
Guys,
305009. Also, I have 251s when you're ready.
do you want the 28 first, or do you want me to run everything and then give you everything back?
You can go with the 28s, my apologies.
Oh, no worries. I was just checking to see what you wanted. Alright, so boy, Adam, Sam, 1-1, boy. That's going to be a 2014 Black Dodge Avenger, expiring 11/25, to Brett Christian out of Cabot. Insurance is confirmed 52, break your second.
Good.
305009 is a 2016 white Honda CRV, expiring 9/25, to Robert Harrelson out of Jacksonville. It's 52. Kind of with your 51.
First, last name, Christian, Charles, Henry, Robert, Ida, Sam, Tom, Ida, Adam, Nora. First, B-boy for Brett. White male, 1, 2.
And go with your second.
Last is Harrelson, common spelling. First, D. David, for David, white male, 5.
Just confirm you said 59/62.
Tipple.
Okay, come on.
I do not have another clipboard. What happened to my clipboard? Where's my black clipboard? Oh, thank God, there it is. That is the wrong statement form. Alrighty. Can I have you fill this out as a witness statement? And I will go ahead and give you this back. Yes. Did you get your insurance information on there?
No, but he has my insurance.
Yeah, I've got it. I was going to give it back to you.
Okay, John. All right.
Give me just a second, okay?
All right.
All right. Sorry about that wait. Here's your documents back. And give me just a second. I'm going to be back with you, okay? Yep. Can I have you close your door for just a second? Hello. Crap. 339.
Copy your return.
Good.
Brett Christensen, he comes back valid Class D. He's got one.
The reason why it went quiet, guys, is they're redacting
Good.
all the information.
David Harrelson comes back valid Class D. He's got fires.
This is the city attorney's office redacting. It's not anything to do with the audio. They're just redacting their returns.
Where they?
Jump.
Call Hoffman.
All right, so let's go over the first little bit of information here that I noticed in this video that I thought was, not really good, in my opinion, police work. We stopped here at about the 12:09 mark, so we're going to go back here real quick. And you see these pictures that Officer Farmer is taking with his with his camera, his phone. Now, it appears from the video that Officer Farmer has two phones. Now, I'm assuming the one that's on his dash over in his patrol car is the one he's making phone calls off of, and that's his personal use phone. And this might be a phone that he's had that's an extra phone, and he's using it for crime scene photos. Okay? But everything on this phone, in my opinion, is up for search now because he's using it in work capacity. But I want you to look at how far he is away at these pictures. Now, this is vehicle number 1. This is the white SUV, and then, of course, there's I think it's a black or gray Dodge over here that's going to be over here. You see my cursor to the left. All right, so we're going to back it up here, see if I can get it in frame where he took the picture. You have to bear with me just a minute. And we'll see where we can, if we're going to get there. It's going to play hectic with me. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, let's just keep on going. All right, so he's taking pictures of the back. You notice that he's taking pictures of all corners, the back, all sides of the vehicle. Okay, but what I don't understand is, all right, now, this is the passenger side vehicle of the vehicle number 1 involved in the accident. Right here, there is damage going all down the side of this vehicle. Plus, there's damage right here. And talking to the gentleman in this vehicle, there's in fact damage to his rim and all the way back down to the back passenger side rim. Okay, but you can't see those. You can't really see it in any of the pictures because Officer Farmer is so far away. So I don't know what type of investigation he's doing other than taking his photos. Now, we're going to slide over here to where he is taking pictures of the other vehicle. And I want to get this on this one picture here. All right. This is vehicle number 2. Remember back at the very beginning of this, I don't know if I said it, but I'll say it again if I did. There was in fact a 30+ minute lag time from the time that the gentleman in the white SUV called the police department to have them respond to take an accident report that Officer Farmer took him to get on scene. 30+ minutes. Now, the gentleman here in this Dodge car, he tried to get the gentleman in vehicle number 1 to not file a police report. He just wanted to swap information, insurance information, and move on. Now, the bad thing about it is the 30+ minutes that this gentleman had, he actually reattached his bumper, his headlight was hanging down, and everything else. He was able to reattach that. But you don't see Officer Farmer zooming in or getting up close to look at any of the damage or anything while both parties are on scene. So again, not really clear investigation to me. This is just basic, let's take all pictures of all 4 sides and the corners and let's move on. Okay, so let's go back over here to where we're at. Right where I said, okay, we're going to start over here at the 12:05 mark. And this is where he's going to call his sergeant. This is where he's going to say, call Hoffman.
Call Hoffman. Hey, I'm sorry. I've never dealt with this. They were both merging in one for...
All right, he admits it right there. He's never dealt with this before. He's never dealt with this kind of accident. I can't tell you. I think Officer Farmer's probably been there 2 years, maybe a little over a year on the streets, but he's never dealt with this type of accident, okay? So he's on the phone, again, on the phone with his sergeant, his patrol supervisor, or one of his patrol supervisors, in reference to the accident. And I want you to listen real close of how he explains all of this.
From the roadway, one from the turn lane, and collided. So one was trying to get into the turn lane, one was trying to get out of the turn lane. I don't know who's at fault. It's right here. One was coming out of Whataburger. The other was getting into the turn lane. No, I lied.
Okay, he admits he lied. But here is another thing that I don't understand, is that he's got 3 people writing statements right now. 3 people writing their statements. He hasn't even read their statements yet. So if he hasn't read their statements, how does he even know what's going on, other than the little bit of information that the driver of vehicle 1 and the driver of vehicle 2 has in fact told him? But he hasn't read their detailed statements. He hasn't even asked, he didn't even ask the passenger vehicle 1 what happened. He just handed her a statement form and asked her to fill it out. She was actually on the side of the vehicle that was struck. So maybe she might know. But he's never dealt with this before, remember? And he's a certified police officer in the city of Jacksonville. Does the right thing, in my opinion, calls his supervisor. But we're going to just keep on listening to the conversation.
So one was coming out of the turn lane into the left lane. One was coming out of the right lane into the left lane. Loop and North First. They were on North First. North. Yes. One vehicle was was in the turn lane, trying to merge into the left lane, coming out of Whataburger. Went into the turn lane, yes, to merge onto North First. Okay. Yes. In the right lane, getting into the left lane. Yes. The damage on middle lane vehicle is passenger side, like a side swipe. I believe it's passenger side. The front passenger door. Yes, it looks like it's pretty beat up, so it's hard to tell.
It's pretty beat up. He says vehicle 2 is pretty beat up, but he doesn't ask yet. He hasn't asked where is the damage that happened to your car. He's just assuming. Okay? He's telling the sergeant everything that he's assuming off of what the little bit of information that he has gotten from driver of vehicle 1 and driver of vehicle 2. All right? Now, this is all over the phone. The sergeant's not even on scene. He hasn't even asked the sergeant to come to the scene to assist him in this matter. He's just going to give him his side of the story on the phone, and we're going to see what happens.
Repeat that. They said it was the same time. I have no way to tell who tried to make that switch first.
They said it was at the same time. If you'll go back in this video after you're done, or if you want to go back in it now, you're going to remember that the gentleman in vehicle 2 said that they both tried to merge in the lane at the same time. The driver of vehicle 1 made the comment that he was in the lane and he was hit by the driver of vehicle 2. Okay? The driver of vehicle 1 made a left-hand turn out of Whataburger onto North First going northbound. Turned into the turn lane, turned signal on, made sure the lane was clear, got over into the inside, or what we call the left lane, okay, and was approaching a red light when the driver of vehicle 2 came into his side, all right, and went down the side of his vehicle. Vehicle 1, after talking to the driver of vehicle 1, now I haven't talked to the driver of vehicle 2, but just off of what I know and even hearing what the driver of vehicle 2 said in this video, that doesn't match up to what Officer Farmer here told his sergeant.
Okay. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, bye.
What's going on right now is Officer Farmer is writing a citation on his computer off of what he told Sergeant Hoffman and what Hoffman basically told him to do, or who Hoffman advised was at fault. Officer Farmer did not make this decision on his own.
I know. City offices are closed tomorrow. Three there, 1950.
339, your number's going to be 269, 269.
Hey, all finished?
Yeah.
All right.
Mom said to ask where she'd get a copy of the report.
Okay, I'll bring a card over and give you all that information here in just a second.
And I'm
okay?
glad you showed up in time because this guy here was about to jerk my chain the wrong direction.
But we don't need that.
Yeah, I know. Too old to be getting a felony, but I thought about it.
Yeah, we definitely don't need all that.
Okay. Wait on.
So, okay. Give me just a minute, and if you want to hang out in your car, I'm almost finished, okay? All right. Give me just a minute, I'll be right back with you, okay? Definitely don't need that. Three there. 60 traffic. I don't remember what the day is though. 25 maybe?
339, the traffic 62 is going to be February 25th at 10 a.m.
Oh,
to
right.
25 at 10 a.m.
Typical. was that? 269. Purpose of causing a public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm recklessly creates a risk of public inconvenience or alarm. Engages in a fighting, violent, threatening, unreasonable, or excessive noise. But it has to be with the purpose to cause public inconvenience or alarm or recklessly. Okay, so it'd be reckless. Uses abusive or obscene language, makes obscene gesture, disrupts or disturbs any lawful assembly or meeting, obstructs vehicular, congregates two or more persons in a public place, or refuses to apply law and order, creates a hazardous or physical offensive condition in a public place. Public place exposes his or private parts. So it's going to be making unreasonable or excessive noise. Okay. Sure hope it don't come to that, but I'm familiar with my statute.
All right, so I'm going to go over something here real quick that I just caught. He's reading a he's reading a statute off, and it almost sounds like he's reading the disorderly conduct statute, if you ask me. I'm not for sure exactly, but it seems like to me he's already preemptively getting ready to possibly, maybe threaten to arrest somebody. And I just caught that because he says, I hope it doesn't come to that. But if he does, he's familiar with the statute. I don't really like that. I don't think that is, you have two people upset, or at least one person upset that was struck in a vehicle accident. Maybe even two people, not going to sit there and threaten to arrest them. I'm going to try to calm the situation down. But I'm not going to, and I should know what it's going to take to make a disorderly conduct arrest, or even if it was a terroristic threatening. But I do believe with everything that he was rambling on there on his computer, he went back and looked at the statute for disorderly conduct. But that's not what he wrote the citation for. The citation was issued for unsafe driving. I do believe it was a city ordinance, but I'm not 100% sure. It could have been just a state statute of unsafe driving. But anyway, that's my pick of that right there. That's what these officers and body cameras are great because it's catching them talking about these things. I mean, yes, they're preparing for these things, and at least he's reading it and getting himself familiar with it. But I do believe he should already be familiar with it. He's been around the police department long enough as a TSO and also as a police officer. So let's continue on.
Did he receive a ticket?
I'm sorry?
Are you giving him a ticket?
So, based on my investigation, I found you at fault, sir.
Right there. Based on my investigation. Based on my investigation. Okay? Based on my investigation. Let's hear that again.
Did he receive a ticket?
I'm sorry?
Are you giving him a ticket?
So, based on my investigation, I found you at fault, sir.
All right, he was found at fault. This gentleman right here was found at fault in this accident. From what investigation? Are you talking about the information that Sergeant Hoffman gave you over the phone? Sergeant Hoffman never arrived on scene. You never even talked to this gentleman again, and you didn't talk to the female over in the passenger side of the car. So how are you doing your investigation, Officer Farmer? Citizens that are involved in accidents deserve to have a fair investigation done. If you can't determine who's at fault, then you need to have a supervisor come over there and look at the damage. Or even better yet, right over here, you see Whataburger. Right here in this area, right over here is where the accident occurred. Officer Farmer could have walked right up the sidewalk and seen where the debris field was, because there should have been a debris field off of this gentleman's car right here, because he spent 30 minutes reattaching his bumper to cover up some of the damage. All right? But this man right here just got told he was at fault. He explained that this gentleman hit him. And we're going to take this gentleman's side, and we're going to take Sergeant Hoffman's side, even though Sergeant Hoffman did not come out to the scene. Did not come out to help his patrol officer. Only went off of what he was told him on the phone. And I guarantee you, Sergeant Hoffman is not going to have to testify in court, even though he should be subpoenaed. Officer Farmer, I hope you put in a subpoena request for Sergeant Hoffman when this goes to trial. All right, let's keep playing.
So,
Do what?
So, when you're pulling out of that, you have to yield to right-of-way
No, sir. No, sir. No.
Listen to me, sir. So, if you
You're
don't...
not finding me at fault because he's at fault.
Listen to me, sir. If you don't agree with that decision, you can take it to court, and I'll give you that information.
Goddamn right.
So, your court date will be 2/25 of 25 at 10 a.m.
Are
I've
you
circled
giving
it
me
at the
a
bottom.
fucking ticket?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So,
that's bullshit. Hey, smarty
hey,
face.
sir, don't do that.
That's
So-
bullshit, man. Give it to me.
So, it'll be,
Give it to me.
okay. So, if you,
Give me that too.
so, when
I'm
you
having
don't,
your ass. Here.
Shut up.
so your accident report's at the bottom as well as my
Thank
name
you.
and badge number. Do you have any other questions
No,
for me?
no, I don't.
All right,
You're
sir,
fucked.
don't do that.
Shut
Don't tell me what to do, man.
Shut up.
Fuck you, dickhead.
All right, that gentleman was obviously pissed off, and I don't blame him for being upset because it was a piss poor investigation, on my opinion. Guys, you leave a comment on this video. Tell me what you think about all of this investigation. Tell me what you would do or how you would handle this if you were in the officer situation, or maybe even if you were in the situation or the position of vehicle 1. Maybe you've been in that position. This guy here in vehicle 2, in my opinion, 21 years after watching this and after talking to at least the driver of vehicle 1 and very in depth of what happened, and even gone by and looked at the accident scene and see how things might have happened, and I'm just a citizen, it just amazes me that this is the conclusion that Officer Farmer has come to. But we're going to keep going because it's going to get a little bit better.
All right, sir.
Deal the whole time.
So, based on my investigation, I found him at fault.
Yes, sir.
You have my name and badge number, as well as your report number.
Okay.
Should you need it, 3 to 5 business days, you can come up to the police department and get a copy of that. Your insurance company may only require the report number. They may require a physical copy of the report. I'm not sure. So should you, like I said, need a copy of it, you can always come up to the police department and get that copy, okay?
Sure.
Do you have any other questions for me? Is there anything I can answer for you?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Okay, before I leave you, can you tell me again where the contact was made with his vehicle and your...
Oh, my goodness. He's already let the driver of Vehicle 1 go. Now he's finishing up his investigation, everybody. He's asking the questions that he should have asked before that he was unsure of. He was so sure of something that he wrote a citation to somebody, and now he's having to get more information on something that he has already found somebody else at fault. Totally unprofessional. Totally not the proper investigation. If it was me, I would be fighting this in court. But keep on listening, guys.
vehicle?
From what I remember, like I said, he was going so fast that, like I said, I think I hit him right at his wheel. I think most of the damage to my car was done from his front wheel.
Okay. And can you show me what damage?
He says he hit him at his front wheel. Officer Farmer told Sergeant Hoffman on the phone that the damage was done in the driver's door. Or excuse me, the passenger side door. So which is it?
Just to make sure I'm clear.
I believe his front wheel hit here.
Okay.
And actually, you can see I put screws in it to hold it back together while I was waiting for you.
Front wheel, passenger side wheel, passenger side door, and rear passenger side door, and also the rear passenger wheel was struck on vehicle 1.
Oh, did you do that while you were waiting for me?
Like I said, you can see I put a couple screws in it just to hold it back up because he basically ripped the whole bumper off.
Okay.
So, like I said, I'm going to say his front wheel, you can actually see the marks going down.
I gotcha.
So I believe that's where his front wheel hit.
And that's where I thought, but the confusion came in from the screws. So next time if you're involved in an accident, just wait till we get to take pictures.
It's cool.
But
I was trying to get
I know. I get it.
And I was just like, dude, we don't need, it's a fender bender. We don't need to get the police involved. And I was like, nobody's hurt.
You don't want to get the police involved usually because you're the one at fault. You don't want the police to respond and give you a ticket because you don't need it. Because you don't want it. That's why people talk people out of going and getting accident reports. Somebody who just got hit sticks around and waits for the cops to show up so that they can properly, and I reiterate the word properly, investigate the accident scene.
You know, we're not blocking lanes of traffic. He's like, I don't want to fuck it. I'm like, okay, man, relax. You do what you got to do. But yes, like I said, yeah, I put the screws in there, like I said, just to hold it together.
I got
It was dragging along the ground.
I gotcha.
But yeah, you can actually see the tire, how the tire goes down.
And I just wanted to touch base with you to make sure that what I was seeing was what happened. But I had enough information to determine fault, but I wanted to make sure that I was on the right page. So
You didn't have enough information to determine fault. You gave information to Sergeant Hoffman, and he's the one that determined fault for you.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't have any questions for you. If you need anything, call us on that number, okay?
All right,
You have a good rest of your day, okay? All right. Thank God that didn't get ugly.
All right, guys, that's the end of it. And like I said, and Officer Farmer said, thank God that didn't get ugly, okay? The thing about it is this video is just an overall investigation of the accident. The court, I'm sure if you called Chief Hibbs or Sergeant Hoffman, they're going to tell you what Chief Hibbs has advised everybody at this point. Hey, it's the court's decision to make the decision whether or not officers have made bad arrests, bad citations, bad stops, and so forth, okay? Officers are trained, professionally trained, they have experience, and they're entrusted to go out and do these things, all right? Again, driver of Vehicle 1 was cited. Driver of Vehicle 2 had 30-plus minutes to fix his car, so where the damage didn't look as bad and where he could say that he wasn't at fault, or, vice versa. But still, leave a comment, guys. Share this video. Again, I appreciate all my followers that came over from the Random Patriot and 50 Media. Guys, those guys are great. We're trying to do the best that we can. We're trying to expose what we believe wrongdoing of any police departments. Again, you know, if you are watching my page, if you live in Jacksonville, hey, I appreciate it. If you have run-ins with the cops, if you have run-ins that you don't agree with, FOI the body cam footage. It is your right. FOI the body cam footage. FOI a copy of the police report. This gentleman is working on FOIing the pictures from Officer Farmer's personal cell phone there because he was not giving the pictures of the accident. But luckily, the gentleman took pictures with his own cell phone within the 30 minutes that Officer Farmer took to get there to the accident scene. So again, was Officer Farmer professional? Yes. Was he courteous? Yes. Did he ever raise his voice? No. Did he do a proper investigation? My opinion, no. Okay? Again, everybody that's reached out to the Jacksonville Police Department, I believe you're affecting change. Keep fighting the fight, guys. Keep watching the videos. Again, like, share them, comment, give me any ideas, and we will see you next time. This is John for Toe the Line. Everybody have a safe week.